At Mazda, we know what safety sounds. It's why we build every Mazda with proactive safety features, so you can be more relaxed and more aware of what's ahead. It's why Consumer Reports has named Mazda the safest new car brand. Consumer Reports does not endorse or promote any product.
Every Mazda SUV offers you an elevated driving experience and refined performance. Discover it at Bagley or Mazda.
Every new stage of life comes with surprises. With Walmart Express Delivery, you can handle more of them than you think. Like when it's almost dinner time, you look in your fridge and you don't have any ingredients that are, well, inspiring. With Walmart Express Delivery, you can get groceries delivered fast so you can achieve culinary excellence without leaving the house. Get it in 1 hour with Walmart Express Delivery. Who knew? Walmart. Delivery time may vary by order size, traffic, weather, and demand. Subject to availability. Fees and restrictions apply.
What will my kid like today? Apples? No, she found the peel on one yesterday. So naturally now she hates them. How do other parents do it with the hand-carved strawberry roses and bunny-shaped sandwiches? Do we realize we're making charcuterie for someone who thinks fine dining is using a fork? Wait, what about a tortilla with some peanut butter? Gonna put it in a Ziploc bag and voila! Secure whatever your picky eater decides to pick at. For the love of food. Ziploc.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Let's see here. Welcome. It's day 2. Negative, thanks for coming by again. How's the sound coming through? Hey Treasure, good to see ya. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, I think what we're gonna do, so I've got a verse of the day through the Bible app that I would like to read. Okay, good. Glad to hear. Yeah, we'll see when the game starts. Yeah, I'd like to read a verse of the day here. So, verse of the day out of the Bible app is from Philippians chapter 4, verse 7. And it reads, "And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts, your minds in Christ Jesus." So I like that. It's really good. I especially like the part of surpasses all understanding, which in this means surpasses human understanding, because as humans we have no idea why God does things, whether it's good or bad. Ultimately, everything he does is to draw us closer to him. So, and that's where I think the peace of God comes into play with this verse. So, just keep praying, keep having faith that God will be with you and bring you closer to him. And that is his ultimate goal, is to bring everybody closer to him. Alright. So, this is day 2 of me streaming. Day 1 went really well. I was pretty happy with how that turned out. I looked at the VOD and the sound was okay. I guess things could have been turned up a little bit more. I think we'll turn up my mic a little bit more here. So I was initially thinking that I could schedule streaming on Saturdays, right about this time. But considering like with our family, things are usually pretty spontaneous on Saturdays. So I think Saturdays will have to be a little bit more open. So my regular streaming time will not be on Saturdays. Instead, I'm going to make it on Sundays. So on Sundays I'm planning at about 4:30 to 7:30 Eastern time, and I have that on my schedule on the page. I'm doing good. I'm doing good, Treasure. I always get nervous. I'm still like always getting nervous before these streams. But yeah, how are you guys doing? Once again, thanks for coming in. Scripture, I believe in Romans. Who are you, a mere human? We can be so arrogant. Indeed, yeah. We definitely can be pretty arrogant, especially when we think we know what God's gonna do in our lives, or if we demand things of God. Like he'll do stuff in his own time. It's not during our time, it's his. We're just living in his world. So, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so Sundays. Sundays are gonna be the regular day that I will schedule streaming from 4:30 to 7:30 Eastern. So, okay, lurk. Okay, no problem. Thanks for the lurk. Well, we should play more Lockdown with you. Yeah, yeah. I wish I could have stayed around a little bit longer last night, but 9:30 is the usual time that I have to get going off to bed and such. So, but yeah, we'll definitely have to get some more Lockdown going next time. Yeah, hopefully for next Friday we can get a little bit more gameplay. I was only able to do like one game, and it went okay. There weren't any major shenanigans that happened during that game, but it was still fun. Treasure, I hope you were able to get into the group and play after I left. Okay. Oh, I added up some acoustic panels. I mean, these are by far not the quality stuff. This is like cheap stuff. But if anything, I do like the look of it. I mean, if it doesn't really do much for sound, I kind of like the look of it. It looks really cool. And I ordered a new streaming microphone. So I've got the boom arm coming in on Sunday or tomorrow, and I'm hoping it'll be here before I stream tomorrow. Yeah, I have to limit my online time. No, I wasn't able to. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely have, me and Negative and the crew, we'll have to see if we can get that going a little bit sooner and have you hop in. I don't know what happened last night, because I know Negative was sending you a bunch of invites to try and get back into the group, because I know all of us got kicked. Like a connection issue or something. So, anyways, but yeah, I think that's it for our announcements, and let's go ahead and start some gameplay here. All right. Something is happening with my chat box. That's weird. I'm gonna have to look at that later. I don't know why it's doing that right now. I mean, you guys can see chat on your own screens and such, so that's not too big of a deal. All right. So we left off Starting to get into some of the major missions, and or I guess I should say some of the more regular missions. A lot of the stuff that we did in the first stream was a lot of the tutorial stuff. Computer was having issues. I fixed one thing. I only got to play one game. Okay. Yeah, it's not fun when our computers kind of go on the fritz, and it steals time away from us for that kind of stuff. So yeah, sorry to hear that. Okay. Is the sound from the game coming in okay? Alright, so we've still got our stream file here. I have not jumped into it since Monday, so we'll get going here. I've been fighting some sinus stuff, so I'm gonna try my best not to sniffle into the mic a whole lot. So please bear with me on that. Alright, so having a stressful day. I'm sorry to hear that, Treasure. Is it work stuff that you're dealing with as far as stress goes? Oops. Okay, so we're gonna scan this area since that's the only thing we got right now, and progress this other stuff here. Trying to clear the debris of this one room so we can start building some stuff in our base. I actually want to save. I want to save this area for when we get the resistance ring, and that'll happen a little bit later on here. So we're gonna start clearing this one out. Okay. Oh, also just to let y'all know, I do have Tangia stuff installed in the stream, so if you want to use some interactions and such, go ahead. So there's some fun stuff that I picked out, some funny memes and reactions and stuff like that. So I think there's also some talk to text or talk to speech interactions as well. Yes, and personal life stuff, but yesterday was work stuff. So having that and then problems trying to get into the game. I was emotional last night. Yeah, I can totally understand that. If I was in similar shoes, yeah, I would be pretty emotional with that as well. Oh my gosh, I gotta stop clicking out of that. Right. Finish this scan. We got ourselves a new ranger. Now we got a new scan site. We'll get some supplies, some additional supplies for our base. Officer autopsy is finished.
Easier than your last procedure, Doctor.
Central, Commander. Yes, I find the process to be far less disconcerting when the subject has already expired. The results, however, it's best you see for yourself. My autopsy of the Advent Captain has confirmed the existence of an implant, similar in design to the unit I extracted from the Commander. But there are differences.
What kind of differences?
The data you see is being pulled directly from this Advent Captain's implant. The sequence here is essentially you, Commander. Or at least the tactical information they were processing through your mind.
As you can see, the data is nearly identical. They were using you against us.
Yes, however, the Advent data shows signs of decay. Removing the commander from their network has likely caused significant damage.
Network?
Yes, what we're seeing here is a psionic network. These implants are capable of receiving and transmitting information, a great deal of information, somehow encoded in a stream of psionic energy. My working theory? Advent uses this network to augment the tactical readiness of its troops, as well as disseminate orders from its central command. Observe. Even in the subject's diminished condition, the implant continues to have an effect. A truly astonishing achievement.
Moral weakness.
Still trying to figure out the game.
But I need direct access to their network.
Can't really
to know
play
for
the game
sure.
on my own.
I'm guessing that won't
I
be
got it
easy.
to play with others. Yeah.
We'd need an active link. And that would mean hacking a live
Yeah, it's a
Advent
little
officer.
difficult to play on
Like I
your own.
said, not easy. Still, it's the best lead we've got. Your call, Commander.
New objective added.
Alright. New objective, access the alien network. Construct the Proving Ground facility, complete Skulljack project in the Proving Grounds. Use the Skulljack on an Advent officer. So, we are basically hacking into the troops with this Skulljack item.
I'm keeping tabs on all our operations, Commander. Our people are
So the
standing
Proving
by
Grounds,
orders.
as it says here, experimental workspace version can test, produce new unique types of ammo, grenades, and armor for our soldiers, as well as other specialized tactical items. So it's like our little workspace slash science facility and such to create new items. So a lot of the, like it says, ammo and grenades come from this, and it's some really good stuff. It's like specialized. Okay, so this is a good thing to talk through. Technology breakthroughs happen randomly. So right now we got modular cannons where we can have, so with modular cannons we can have another slot to put add-ons onto cannons or miniguns. So like you know, like how we have scopes, hair triggers, and laser sights. We can now put two things on the weapons. Later on, when the weapons get upgraded, it'll have a third slot. So we can put like 3 different things, and it makes them pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and research that. What other stuff? Yeah, since it's a breakthrough, it doesn't stick around very long, so it's good to get this taken care of right away.
I'll see that work begins immediately, Commander. I'll contact you when I have
Games on the computer that I've been using. The computer I'm using is a different computer. What is this game? So this game is XCOM 2. So it's a strategy, turn-based, tactical type game. Pretty soon we'll get into an encounter, and then you can see how the game is played out. There's a lot of like planning and stuff that happens in here. Like you can have different rooms for several different purposes in here, and depending on how you build it too, will determine how different rooms can work together. So we're going to continue doing some scanning. The scanning just helps with progressing time to complete these things down in the bottom right here. But also completing this, we get whatever is listed on the bottom of this here.
You are too trusting,
Okay, so
John.
here's
The skirmishers are Advent.
the other factions.
Advent is the enemy. The enemy is food.
Try not to bring that up when we meet, Volk.
You take their side after all we've seen these years.
Look, I'm not exactly having drinks with them, but they did hold up their end of the bargain. What about you?
Wait and see. Volk out.
Actually think they might show up. Commander, that was Konstantin Volokov, Volk to his friends. He and his Reapers are a big part of the reason why you're standing here today. Volk may be a little rough around the edges, but he's the real deal. Heads one of 3 resistance groups operating independently from us that we consider a legitimate threat to Advent. Together,
So there's 3 separate factions that we can recruit to help us. And in recruiting these factions, they will send us an individual from each of those groups to help fight with us, so we can use them in our squads.
But you wouldn't be here without their help.
This is when we'll be able to meet these guys for the first time.
Skirmishers have agreed to suspend hostilities provided you serve as the go-between. Trust doesn't come easy between these two, so we're heading for a nice quiet spot on neutral ground. Even so,
yeah, I'll have to get with you about that later. And I can add you on my friend list.
I'd advise our soldiers to be fully prepared before we deploy on this one, Commander. Good luck.
If you've got the time, we have a little bit of a situation here that could benefit from your help.
Okay. So here's our first mission with the new factions. So these 3 factions, they're only on the War of the Chosen expansion to XCOM 2, and that's actually what we're playing. The War of the Chosen is included in this. So from this mission, we'll be able to get a scientist and 69 intel points that we can spend on trying to connect to other regions on the map. So we're gonna go ahead and start on
Sector 15, West Asia.
Each faction has agreed to allow a 2-person squad to escort them.
So with this particular mission, this is like the introductory mission for these new factions. We're going to have 2 people per squad. We're having 2 squads. So we're going to have Miss Press here and Squatty Meyer. We're going to have them go in on one group. And then me and Popova on the other group.
Sky Ranger deployed.
Menace, ready to deploy.
The Reapers and Skirmishers have been at each other's throats for years, so we're keeping the exact meeting points strictly need to know. You'll split into... Proceed to the first set of coordinates. Firebrand and the second team will head to the next drop point.
Detecting increasing biological signatures in the area.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, for next Friday, yeah. Yeah, give me a shout, and I guess let me know what your username is, and I can try and connect with you.
If you are hungry, there's more where that came from. Impressive reflexes, but unnecessary.
Stand down. We're all friends here.
You are safe here. More so than you imagine. We shall see if the same holds true for these skirmishers of yours. Your presence already disturbs them. We must move quickly. My people will take care of this camp. Come.
Uploading the coordinates to the rendezvous point now. We've plotted the most direct route there. We don't know much about the skirmisher contact you'll be meeting other than his name.
So all 3 of us in this particular squad are trying to make it to this area.
His death squads wiped out entire camps of my people in the first years of the war. You would dare do this?
Pretty pretty sure hands are bloody on both sides of this fight. That's the whole point of this
All right.
intervention. Reapers are born in the shadows, in the cold, harsh world.
For the Reaper, that's with us. She goes into the mission already stealthed. Even if everyone else can't be stealth, she will be. And during the mission, if she takes a shot, it starts out with like a 50-50 chance that she would be revealed. If not, then she stays concealed and stays in stealth. But the chance of her getting revealed gets bigger. But she is really good to use when it comes to scouting areas.
My life is in your hands.
Damaged and dormant all these years, these devices still emit trace elements of unstable radiation. I cannot fathom what they were like in their original function.
I only have limited time to play a game with people in private, and my computer did have an update, so maybe that's what the problem was. Okay, yeah. Sometimes it will mess with things in that area. Alright, hold on one second. I want to look at something real quick here. No, that's not what I want to do. Why? I'm gonna have to see like why the chat is not showing up on the side of the screen. I do have that widget set up on there, but we'll see how. I'll check that later. Yeah, I think you did tell me about your new season of life, of how you're trying to restrict your amount of time being at Lux, or being online with Lux and playing games and such.
I am at your service. Roger that. Got it. Moving.
By the way, if there's anybody else that's in here watching the stream, I mentioned Lux. So Lux is our fully digital online church. They meet every Wednesday night at 8:30 Eastern. Put a thing in the chat here for you, if it works. I don't know why it's not. Why? Oh, I think I know why. Okay, hold on one second. I know what's going on. I didn't have my Firebot active. That's what's going on. There we go. Okay. That's weird. What in the world? I wonder why all the past stuff is still on there. Oh well. There we go. Yep, there we go. Now look, now that works. Yep. So here's some details for you about Lux. And at the bottom is the channel for Lux on Twitch. Go ahead and give them a follow if you're interested in checking out services. Okay. We'll continue to run up. One thing forgot to talk about was these guys. So these guys are like zombies. The special thing about combat with these guys is if you're able to get a kill on these right away, which would, I don't know if I'll do enough damage, but we'll see. Okay, yep. If you get a kill, that doesn't end that character's turn, so you can still shoot again if you're within range of something else. So we'll put you on Overwatch. There's a couple more in here, so we're going to have our Reaper run up here. We're just going to go ahead and snipe you. Ooh, that was close. Okay, so we can take another shot. So they don't know that she's right there right now, but now they do. Now we're revealed. As you can see, it went from 50% to 80%. So it's a pretty significant jump. I think there are some abilities or talents that that will actually reduce the amount that increases, or even just the possibility of getting revealed after the first shot at all. So how far away are we? You know what? We can just go ahead and run up. The problem with these guys is also if you use explosives, it pretty much just draws a large group of them from out of nowhere. So then they start swarming you. Even though they've got little health, having too many around can sometimes be problematic. In missions like this, you can't really get rid of all of them. They'll usually just keep the groups will just keep spawning.
Classify as human, perhaps the result of long-term exposure to the alien radiation from those pods. Or why anyone would subject themselves to that.
Come on, one hit. There we go.
When the governments fell, millions starved. Many fled to cities such as this.
So just because I have to watch the recordings on them right now, I'm not able to join until August 5th. I have to limit my time online in general and what I do and can't do, both service with Lux and on Friday nights. Okay. It's good to have boundaries for yourself. It really is. Another one down. If we can get another one. Nope, just a miss. Alright. Okay. Keep moving up. Actually, I'm going to bring you so that you can get some hits. Nice. Overwatch. Can't see the other one that's over here, so we're just going to put on Overwatch. Here's another group that's deciding to show up. There we go. Yep, from there. Nice, nice.
My people have encountered these beings before. At first, they may appear mindless, but they hear quite well. In great numbers, they can be very deadly. Moving as ordered.
So, with these guys, we don't have to worry about using cover, because they just do melee attacks. So cover really doesn't matter in that sense. And right now they're the only enemies that we got to deal with.
I'm on the move. On Overwatch.
I won't let them pass. An entire city of our own people left to turn
Alright,
into
I think we
these
can go ahead and start
Yes.
kind of bolting
All we
for.
can offer them now is a merciful death.
Oh, there's another group. And another one. It's hard. So if my church is having a game night the first Friday of the month, then I can watch joint service. I have to choose between them. I'm also supposed to have more IRL interactions. Yep. Yeah, I get that. I have a tough time with IRL interactions from time to time. Let's go after you. Take out the high health ones first, just so that it's easier to take down the other ones. Reload. Okay.
Moving to designated coordinates. Target neutralized. Ready to
Reload
go.
already.
Weapons empty. Can't engage.
So, luckily that was far enough to where they're not able to do a movement and attack. So they had to use their full movement to get up to me. So, kind of lucked out on that. Jump to see how you're doing and check out your stream. Catch you later. Take care and keep praying for me. See you Friday night. Alright, will do. I will definitely be praying for you. You have a good day, Treasure.
Heading to that location. Enemy destroyed. Kill confirmed. Moving to designated position.
Okay, so we're getting close to finishing this part of the mission. Once we get these people into this space, which actually I could just go ahead and move her into, then the second half of it starts up with the other group. And the other group that we're meeting up with is with the skirmishers that they've mentioned.
Biological readings in your general area are clear. No more creatures.
Alright, so we did manage to take out all the ones that are in the area. This is one of those rare moments where there's a limited amount of them. Normal missions, they just keep coming.
You should have a clear path through now. Second squad is already en route to Mox. Proceed to the rendezvous and await their arrival.
Oh, we'll be there.
Alright, so here's squad 2.
Looks like trouble ahead. The rendezvous could be compromised. Stay focused. Contact! Get down! We may have a bigger problem here. I'm guessing that's our man. Well, our contact anyway.
Crocksod. Advent. Hobbit. Voxtala. Fortet. They were sent here to hunt, to purge the Drop 10, the lost.
So the skirmishers are actually ex-Advent soldiers. So they somehow managed to get free of Advent's control.
I would give anything that all my kind could say the same. Even sit down with your Reapers. Now, we must go.
Problem is, skirmishers and reapers don't have the best relationship. And now they're being asked to work together.
Proceed through this district as quickly as possible, but be careful. Something tells me this city still has a few more surprises to throw our way.
Surprises are the least of our worries today. It is these reapers of yours that are of true concern.
We, the skirmishers, were created by the false gods of this world to serve and die.
So skirmishers have they've got a grappling hook, and they can use it either to attach to like high areas and pretty much Batman their way up to high places. And they can use that grapple as well with this ability called Justice. As you saw in the cutscene, he used it to grab the Advent soldier and then pull him back to him. Does the same thing in battle. Just pulls him right close, and then he'll slash at him with his claws, or with the blades that he's got on his wrist.
As you order.
So with this, there are no lost. There's actually some Advent soldiers we gotta fight. New type of soldier, which you'll see. So they're flame units. So they've got some pretty heavy duty flamethrowers here. You gotta be careful with these guys, because if you are standing near them and they die, there's a chance that they do explode and do some major damage to you. I can't tell you how many characters I've inadvertently lost to these guys just because they just happen to blow up. And it's because of the gas tanks on them. So doing like melee attacks is not the most ideal thing in the world. I mean, you can still kill them without having explosions happen, but that's kind of up in the air. I don't know what the conditions are for that. So we're gonna grapple up high. Maybe. Actually, we're gonna hold off on that. Move up with me, and we're actually gonna go ahead and just grenade the both of them here since they're both within range of each other. And remove their cover, hopefully. Yep, remove both their cover. It's very handy because then it doesn't use up a movement point. It's just basically free movement, and now it's on like a 3-turn cooldown. See, and there's where he blew up.
Those tanks could explode. Careful with these things. We don't need to take any unnecessary chances.
And the fact that so this is another special thing. Regular shots or standard shots are not turn ending. So if he shoots on his first action, it doesn't end his turn. He can actually shoot twice. So doing the grapple as your movement and then shoot twice, very helpful.
We deny the patrol has been liberated. May their lives not be lost in vain. We must push forward and complete our mission.
Works for me. Move out.
Okay, so there's no more admin for right now. So we could just go ahead and keep moving up.
army.
Yes, one we do not have time to face.
Everyone, get back! Purifiers may be down, but unfortunately, that was our extraction point.
I fear that is not the worst of it. Multiple biological signatures rapidly on approach.
Yeah, unfortunately, the explosion is drawn the Lost in.
Combat excite them. They are drawn to it.
And you just blew up a fuel truck?
There was no other choice. Find an alternate.
So we've got to survive for 4 turns.
Draklar, Dashers. They are not as docile as the rest of their kind.
An apt description. It would seem the mutation
Alright, so we're gonna move up,
metabolism, allowing enhanced speed and
run.
with a corresponding increase in aggression.
And right now there's nothing close by, so we're just gonna overwatch.
Affirmative, covering now.
Okay, that was nice. Oh, come on. Nope.
I got nothing.
The shockwave of that explosion reverberated.
Alright, so let's clear these guys out.
The only reaction I will accept from them is their deaths. Find us that exit.
I usually like to kind of spread the kills to each character. That way they get some experience. Each of them gets experience with ranking up. Now the Lost, since there's a lot of them that usually show up, they don't count as like a full kill. I don't remember what the actual numbers are for that, but I want to say maybe it's like 3 or 4 lost per 1 regular soldier. I think is how it's done.
Moving to position. Enemy destroyed. Enemies down. Running dry.
I reload.
Just as a reminder, I did have Tangia added on. Negative helped me with getting that set up, and I did pick out a nice list of interactions to use. You actually can use them in the using channel points, or at least pretty much most of that stuff can be used with channel points. Text to speech, that is going to take bits. So definitely give the interactions a try. I've tested them out and such, and looks good. But yeah, definitely use them while streams are happening.
It is under my watch.
Understood. Moving out. Overwatch.
I'm on it.
I have failed.
Nice. Nice. There's something so satisfying when Overwatch shots connect.
That whole area is hotter than we thought. Gonna need a little more time.
Understood. Holding position.
I'm ready.
Trial. No misses lows.
Yeah, we're sitting pretty good so far.
Lost are almost right on top of it. These lost seem to be pretty sensitive to noise.
As far as shotguns go, I don't expect those things to really connect very often. especially that distance. Distance is very much a factor when it comes to aim with certain weapons. Like sniper rifles, you definitely need some long distance. Shotguns, you need some close distance.
I'm on the move.
Let's go ahead and do this.
Got him. Scanning.
Overwatch. I go as ordered. I am one.
A swarm approaches. Oh. This is when it gets a little bit spicy. Yeah, having Overwatch take down some of these guys definitely is a huge help.
That should get you to the rendezvous point safely. The Lost are still converging on the area, so make it fast. That
All right.
will not be a problem.
So I think at this point we're just gonna go. I think we're just gonna dash over there. Don't have to worry about the Lost really doing too much damage here.
Moving far.
All right, made it.
Outrider and the first team should be waiting for you ahead. I know this
So that bit of the mission is done.
I believe it'll still be worth it in the end.
That depends on the Reapers.
Rendezvous point directly ahead. Let's try and play nice today, people.
So, Advent's most brutal captain comes to atone for his crimes.
I am no longer that being. I am free now.
Taking off that helmet does not change what you are. Reapers have long memories. Elder Cruxard. Anytime.
The way I see it, we have two options. Join forces and kick the Elders off our world, or kill each other here and now. The choice is yours.
Now the fun part starts.
No one has ever done that before. No one shall ever do that again.
I hate these guys.
Vox Prima, Elder Assassin, relentless death that stalks my kind, Butcher of free Advent.
My people face another like her. They are the undying, Advent's curse upon us. We must combine strength if we are to have any chance of success.
You are welcome to try.
Your Reapers face a being such as this?
They appeared without warning years ago.
So,
Had they not, we would have already regained
so
our
this,
home.
so we've got a boss fight now on our hands.
The Elders will extend throughout the universe.
The assassin is one of the chosen, so that's why it's called War of the Chosen. There's 3 of them, and then you'll get to meet all of them here pretty soon.
That's affirmative.
So I already have an idea where she's gonna show up. Excuse me. I'm gonna put her in concealment using shadow. It's a one-time use per mission. Where am I gonna put her? Or there.
It's not too far.
Because I know, like, from past plays, like, I know she's going to end up in this area somewhere. And having her over here helps with locating her right away and start getting some fire on her. I always like to stay up here because having, like I mentioned in my first video, or my first stream, having the height advantage, they'll actually grant more aim to you.
Got it. Moving.
As you command.
And here she comes. Okay, so each gameplay is a little bit different for the Chosen. So there'll be some random strengths, random weaknesses that are assigned to them. In this particular case, immune to melee damage. Like, just, they do not take any melee damage whatsoever. Shadow Step does not trigger Overwatch or reaction fire. So, which is very annoying. Shell Shock, take increased damage from explosions and increased damage from Reapers. Now, Reapers have like a little bomb that they can throw, and then they can shoot it to explode. So that's kind of a combination of both of those, and I think the damage stacks, or the weaknesses stack in that regard. So it does a lot of damage to her in that regard.
But you will never see it. The hunt is on.
Alright, so I need to have her find her. Usually she'll show up, I think, over here somewhere.
I will go.
Yep. There we go. Okay, the Claymore. That's what I was mentioning. So I can set the Claymore right on top of her. So that'll end her turn. So now that that's there, I can actually use me. I'm gonna kind of move up close here. As you can see, she's got a lot of health. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 health. So yeah, boss fight, like I said. So we're gonna toss a grenade in there. The grenade's gonna explode on her, and then that's gonna trigger the Claymore, which is also gonna explode, so it's gonna be some massive damage.
Fire in the hole!
14.
I had not expected this.
So I just one-shot her. She's already done. That was probably the easiest Chosen fight I've ever had to do. The absolute easiest one.
The sonic dispersal waves emitting from that pod are crisscrossing a massive area.
Meaning that thing just rang the dinner bell for every remaining Lost in the city.
Now, again, doing explosions during a Lost mission will bring more Lost in. But in this particular case, since that device is already going off, we don't have to really worry too much about that. I say that now, but watch, it'll probably bring in more. Knowing my luck. One sec. No, I'm not gonna grapple. I'm just gonna run.
Advancing quickly.
Affirmative. Moving out. Moving to designated coordinates. Moving to
So we're just dealing with Lost right now, so we don't have to worry about cover.
affirmative. Covering now. I'm on it.
Hey, Annika. I am streaming. Welcome.
Come on. That is not good. Missed the target.
Appreciate you showing up. How are you doing today, Annika?
Initial analysis of these creatures' movement patterns reveals an almost coordinated attack strategy. Perhaps they're not the mindless automatons they initially appeared to be. An intriguing.
Let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot you can go through this building, so I'm just gonna go around this side.
Got it. Moving.
Good, just got back from a walk on the treadmill. How are you? I'm doing great. So, second day streaming. I'm having a lot of fun with it. This is really cool. I don't know if you got a chance to see the first one. The VOD will be available. Actually, it's highlighted. Thank you for the follow. Getting real close to affiliate status, so thank you very much. Oh gosh, what was I saying? Oh, I was gonna play a game called Ormod, but it was the closed beta of it had ended the day, like literally that morning. It was Monday, so notification Soldier's Discord. So I'm oh, okay. I clicked it so fast. I didn't know Soldier had that set up in his Discord. That's really cool. If he stops in, I'll tell him thank you for that. But we're playing some XCOM 2. I don't know if you're familiar with this game at all. It's a strategy, tactical, turn-based game.
No one will mourn them. I have little ammo remaining.
Never heard of this. Okay.
My ammo is gone. Ready to rock.
So this game's actually been around for a little while. Actually, for quite a while. I started playing it maybe a year after it was released. The premise of it is, well, in the first game, you're part of the group called XCOM, and they are tasked with preventing an alien invasion. The problem at the end of that was that, oh, thank you for following on your other account there. Much appreciated. The problem with the end of the first game is that XCOM had actually failed. Had to get you with the ball. Yeah. No, thank you very much. XCOM failed at the end of the first game, and then they ended up stealing, like, the commander, which is actually you. Like, when you're playing the game, you play as the commander. So you are directing all these. You are the commander directing with all these. The aliens had stolen you away, and had basically used your knowledge or combat knowledge against the people of Earth. And so now the organization called the Advent Coalition, which is just basically an alien regime, has now taken over the planet. So in this game, we are tasked with trying to retake the planet. Now this version of XCOM 2, this is War of the Chosen. It's an expansion to the base game. So you get, there's 3 extra factions that you can team up with, and then you get characters from those factions. So like this guy right here, he's from one of those factions, and then this character right over here, she's also part of one of those other extra factions. So it's skirmishers and reapers, and then there's a 3rd faction, and I am drawing a blank. I'm drawing a blank on what the name of the faction is called, and but the character that you get from there is a melee combat specialist. They get like some psionic blades on either hand, on both hands, that they can use, and it's, if they're built up correctly, they can be pretty overpowered in this game. I would say a lot of the melee characters in this game are pretty overpowered. So the dash is up above here. That's how much health enemies have. So this guy's got 2 health, this guy's got 4 health. And then this is, of course, how much damage you can do. 2 to 3 damage. Killing Lost will actually refund the action point. Otherwise, in normal fights against the regular enemies, taking a shot would use up that action. I gotta reload. So down in the bottom right corner, so these 3 bars here just say like how many shots you have in that particular weapon. Alright, okay.
As you order, Commander.
Oh, this could be a problem. Put you on Overwatch. Move me up there. Yeah, it's kind of it is kind of like Baldur's Gate or Divinity. It's very much like a tabletop style kind of gameplay.
I go as ordered.
So that was the reaction shot from Overwatch. So now we can go ahead and start mowing these guys down so we can get through.
I am almost out of ammunition. We deny our creators. Ready, weapon. I require ammunition.
Moving to position. It's down. I'm ready. Negative ammo. I'm spent.
Alien activity. No, there's no advent in here. Nice.
Enemies down.
I did not exist when this city stood whole. Still, I feel revulsion at what happened to this place, to these people.
I believe you.
Hey, West. Cool. Yeah, thank you for the lurk. It's good to see you, man.
Target disabled.
Still trying to mow these guys down. I mentioned earlier in the stream that with the Lost here, in regular missions, these guys just keep coming. Like there's no end to them. In this particular mission, it is possible to get rid of all the ones that are here. It's just annoying just to try and get through these guys, so. Oh man, okay.
Volk says I am to obey. For the Reapers! I have almost no ammo.
We're just gonna have her go ahead and reload. Have her run. I'm just gonna run up here as well. Put you up here. Put you on Overwatch. Well, okay, maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe they do just keep coming until you can get everybody into the extraction space. Yeah, I do like that too. The different colors represent how many movements you can, or how many movements. So if you take like the full movement, which is up to the yellow line, that's just your move. If you go up to the blue, you can, that's like the short sprint, and then you can do a shot, or you can take a shot, and as well as a few other things if you, or other stuff if you need to. So like down here we've got our different actions. There's just a take a shot, go on Overwatch, hunker down. You get extra defense and dodge when you hunker down. So in case if somebody's like too close, or if you know that you're about to get hit or whatever, hit the hunker down, and there's a good chance that you can avoid getting damaged. Got reload, and then each character can have like an item, or has an item slot. Most have a one-time use frag grenade. One-time use like per mission, so they don't. So it'll restock after the mission ends. All right, let's move up. Let's do a little bit of damage.
I go where I am needed.
Oh jeez, that was 82% to hit too. Everything is percentage based. Even if you have like an 82% chance to hit, it is by far never guaranteed. I've had moments where it was 99% chance to hit, still missed. There's been times that that's happened. So annoying. Ooh, nice critical. Let's reload. I gotta reload.
Understood. Moving out. Locked and loaded.
As you order.
Annika, how's Power World been going for you guys? I know that you're still playing with Samus and Sente and Tantan as well, right?
No trespassers.
And Pwns, yep. It's been super fun. The update is great. Yeah, that's good to hear. I guess what sort of differences are in the 1.0 versus what it was before? Have you noticed anything different, really?
Near the evacuation coordinates. I advise caution. It would seem the Lost are on to our strategy.
It is the Elder's will that this alliance fall. It will take more than mere Lost for that to happen.
Good riddance.
I think that's all of them, so I think we can just go ahead and extract.
It's not too far.
Will do.
Roll it out.
I will move.
Rolling out.
And there we go. That's the mission.
The entire swarm converges upon us. We cannot hold this position much longer.
More stories about missions
Outrider
you
to
do, like
Avenger,
connecting to the
where
towers
the
and
hell's
stuff.
our exit?
You can also go and jump the tree.
This is as low as I can get her.
Map for you. There are some new pals and tweaks to items. Okay.
I intend to die this day. I will follow.
That's pretty cool. I have not played through all of PAL. I mean, I haven't played through most of it. I'll be honest. At some point, I'm gonna try and play through a good bit. I know Soldier's trying to get a server going.
Time to return home, traitors.
Okay.
It looks like we'll be getting some help from these new factions. I'd love to check out some of their weapons and equipment if we have time.
So no one got hit. So that was actually a pretty successful mission. The bars underneath that actually represents their stamina. So troops can get tired after missions. So it takes time for them to recover before they're at 100% when they go on a mission. So some days have to go by before we can use them again. Otherwise, we'll have a nice list of recruits and soldiers to be able to put into battle.
We may have chosen a different means of resistance, but our people fight for the same reason.
But we got enough kills during the mission to where everybody can rank up.
Or die trying.
The resistance factions take a more flexible
With her, so on the what page is this? If it goes quiet, it's because I've clicked out of the window. On the Steam community page for XCOM 2, there's actually a page for character builds, and I like to go off of these things. I've built a lot of good characters off of this. With Outrider here, next thing that is done is taking remote start. Detonate an environmental explosive, causing it to deal double damage within twice its normal radius. Does not reveal the Reaper, which is, I mean, there's been a lot of times where that's been really handy. There's me. With both types of Grenadier builds, it starts down with Heavy Gunner for both, with the first two. After that, then it goes into, I guess, whatever specialization. With me, I think I'm gonna go the Gunner route. The Cannoneer is what it's called. So yeah, Shredder and Suppression. Suppression is the one below this. Shredder will actually remove armor points off of enemies. Armor points will reduce damage based on how much armor they have. If they've got 2 armor points and you do 4 damage, then you only do 2 damage. Basic math. With her, I think What am I gonna do? I can't remember if I've already got a Blade Master or not. So Blade Master Rangers are very, very good to have. With this, adds 2 extra damage and plus 10 to aim, or plus 10% to aim when you're using sword attacks. The Specialist, first chance I get, I try to get a medic. So we're going to go for Medical Protocol. They can use their floaty gremlin to use heal, or med kits to heal squad mates from a distance. They don't have to, the medic doesn't have to be right next to the squad mate in order to heal them. And then with her, oh, she's got Long Watch. Okay, so she's going to be the sniper. So after Long Watch, we go for Deadeye, which, with this, take a shot with a small aim penalty for a significant damage boost. So it's all, I would say it's like a 30% damage increase. Okay. Alright, cool. Thanks for the lurk. So we're going to take Deadeye. So now we've got a Sergeant. That's actually very handy. Because we're going to, now we can be able to take 4, or originally we were only able to take 4 into battle. So like these 4 were the ones that we started with on this. In the Guerrilla Tactics School, which I still have yet to build, there's some perks you can buy in there based on your highest ranking soldier. So this kind of introduces the mechanic of captured soldiers. So since he was taken away by the Chosen, eventually there will be a mission that pops up where we can get him back.
We should talk to our friends with the Resistance. If we deploy on a
So we got a new scientist that'll help reduce research time by, on this point it's like 33%, which is nice. New soldier. So we got modular cannon still going. We're still trying to clear this out. This is where, let's see, yep, we can have a resistance ring. Okay, this is usually the first thing I try to build. Actually, there's there's another page that I look at online where it tells you like the most optimal build order for the rooms, and it suggests resistance ring, then Guerrilla Tactics School, or I guess it could be either way around. But in this case, I'm going to do the resistance ring.
We'll start work on the new facility right away, Commander. I'll send word when it's...
Oh, so now we get to actually meet the Chosen themselves.
Together. Something has changed.
On that, we are agreed. The battlefield has shifted. Our masters have need of us once more.
Sounds to me like they're afraid.
You dare defile this place with your wretched tongue?
Oh, I dare.
So these are the elders that all of them keep talking about. These are the actual brains behind everything.
You are truly blessed. Your charge was a simple one. The subjugation of those who would see our grand design falter. We have been pleased. Until now. Our greatest asset has been lost, stolen from us, while our strongest did nothing. We are disappointed. Thought you were the strongest. Arrogance, defiance. You have walked among the humans for too long. You've been corrupted. You can be reclaimed. Yet perhaps you may also be redeemed. Perhaps you all may be redeemed. A greater battle lies ahead. Our time on this world draws to a close. Yet we need not abandon it completely at our departure. For one among you is surely ready to claim this world as their own. One among you is worthy. Return what was lost to us. Grant all who oppose our will. To the one that exceeds our everlasting favor. To the others. You are the chosen. Do not fail us. Now go.
Commander, we've just made contact with a new faction
Okay,
of the Resistance
so
known as the
that's the
Reapers.
Chosen. That is what the expansion is based off of, is those three.
We can scan at this location now to start benefiting from
So
our newfound
all three of them control a certain section of the planet. The current section that we're in, the assassin has control over. So in missions that we take on in that region, there's a chance that she will show up, and then we'd have to get rid of her. As time goes on, actually each chosen will gain more knowledge on where the Avenger, our floating base, is, and they have the ability to try to capture the Avenger. So then we would have to defend against that. Another randomized thing in the game is actually their names and their title, or their nicknames, or the titles. So in this one, Brefer Comain the Nightblade. I would say out of all three of them, she is the most annoying. Sorry I haven't been around, still lurking, got done with my call and now need to eat. No worries, man. No worries at all. Appreciate the lurk though. So, alright. Our goal is to try and get to the Advent Black site here to progress the storyline along. This up here can tell us information on the Chosen, how much knowledge they have, their strengths and weaknesses. Each one of them has a weakness to one of the three other factions that are aligned with us. So in this case, the Reapers are a weakness to her, so they'll do extra damage to her, which is nice. Okay, so the next thing that we'll do, so Reaper HQ here is another scan point that we can do in case if there's nothing else that we want to scan. We can gain intel points just from scanning here, and it'll count up. as we go along, there's the other two factions that'll show up. They'll have sites like this as well, and we'll gain other stuff. One of them, you gain what is it? Faster build time, I think is what it is. And the third one, I forget what that one does. But we'll see when they come up. We got 4 days left on clearing debris, 5 days left for modular cannons. We'll have a supply drop in 7 days. Supply drops signify the end of the month, or quote-unquote end of month. And with supply drops, that's how much for the income, that's how much we'll get for that supply drop. So in this case, we'll get 175 supplies from that. We got 12 days left on the resistance ring, but once the alien debris is cleared up, the engineer we can put into the resistance ring, and that'll actually shorten up the amount of time. I did talk to him about that. I don't know for certain if he said he was going to go ahead with that or not. He said I was pretty much that I should be good to go since I've been with Lux for a good bit. But again, I don't know if he's actually set that up. I'm gonna have to ping him later to see if he can do that. Actually, how are we looking on soldiers here? Okay, once we get the Guerrilla Tactics School in, we can actually train the rookies here to be whatever class we want them to be. I usually will try to hold one of them aside for the Psi Operative. And from what I've read online, it's advised to have somebody that's of normal combat intelligence, because this goes towards ability points. So there's another room that can be built where they can get extra abilities, and they're usually chosen at random. So a rookie that has a standard intelligence. So we could choose Wilson, O'Doherty, not her since she's got above average. Duncan, he's a good candidate as well. Burns, Van Damme. I am not a fan of that. I am not a fan of that hairstyle. I always change that hairstyle just because it looks so ridiculous. Yeah, we'll do that one. That looks good. And Becker. So a lot of, well, no, sorry, that's a squatty. So we've got five candidates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 candidates. I think I want to I think I want to keep him around for as a psyops. So we will not train him. The Sonic Boom haircut, yeah. The Guile haircut, yeah. Yeah, so we'll keep rookie O'Doherty from being trained in anything. We'll keep him for the PsyOps program. Again, I gotta get the GTS built at some point. I actually should have had that. I should have had that built already. I'm kind of regretting not starting that up. It is what it is, though. We'll get some more supplies. Oh, hi, Tropic. Sorry. Agreed. Hideous. They're beautiful in an ugly way. Hey, Tropic. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. How are you doing today? How did the raid go last night on Destiny? Because I saw you had shown me everybody that was going to be there, so I'm curious, how did that go? Alright, so this is the room. This is where I want the GTS built, but actually, yeah, we're going to go ahead and build.
Now that members of the resistance factions have joined us on the Avenger,
Yes, I already know that because I'm building it.
An area where you can meet to organize and plan future operations together.
Yeah, we'll just go ahead and get the GTS built, and then we can have the engineer in there to cut it down by half, so now 7 days for that. I'm hoping... Actually went well, we finished it, and it was Soldier's first raid. Really? Oh, okay, yeah. That's good. Did you get any good loot from that raid? I forget, which... No, okay. Which raid did you guys do?
It is just as I had hoped, Commander.
Finished modular cannons.
Commander, the science team has grown particularly interested in this field of research.
Data cache decryption. As in the inspired thing, no. It's 7 days. It's not worth it for that. Alien data cache will give us, I believe it'll give us more intel points, but we've already got plenty right now. So we're going to start something else. We're actually going to do... we'll do hybrid materials. That's a good one to go with. It's only 2 days.
Strategic resource located.
More supplies. It wasn't in rotation, but I picked it because it was easy. And Vic is not here to help me. Oh, okay. Root of Nightmares. Awesome. Vic is not here to help me carry. Huh. We have no other scan point. Interesting. Oh well. Usually we have another scan point here, but we will go ahead and scan for some intel.
Nothing on the local comms.
Ah, here's another mechanic that gets introduced in the gameplay.
Our pleasure, Den Mother. Enjoy it while it lasts.
We plan to. Our water purification
Massive signal coming from the Advent Network Tower. It's global. Sir, I think you want to see this.
Fellow citizens, for 20 years, the Advent Coalition has worked tirelessly to repair the ravages and injustices of the old world. Under our stewardship, our cities prosper, our people flourish, and our world heals. And yet, among us, there are still those who would refuse to acknowledge the truth, who are determined to see all that we have achieved.
Multiple radar contacts on approach to Haven Alpha 7.
That must end.
Even as I speak to you today,
you've got incoming on approach.
Your signal's breaking up. Territories to end this scourge once and for all.
They're right on top of you.
Losing you, Avenger.
Raise them again.
We will ensure your continued safety and well-being throughout this crisis.
Get your people out of there!
With your cooperation, we will overcome these radical elements and usher in another 20 years of peace and prosperity.
They don't stand a chance. Commander, we should get a squad ready to deploy.
And we got a new enemy to deal with. The Faceless. Some shapeshifters. So now we've got retaliation missions. These pop up once a month. I don't know if there's like a time. I don't know if there's like an internal timer for when this happens, but I do know these will pop up once a month, and there's two different types of retaliations. The ultimate goal is the same thing. It's just to eliminate all the enemies that are infiltrating one of our bases. But of how we try to save civilians is different. There's one where you have to go to like individual civilians and try to extract them. Another is where you just go to different areas of the map, and there's actual AI soldiers that are part of the resistance that actually help fight with you. You don't control them; they go on their own, but they actually do some decent damage against the enemies. And I'm hoping it's that one. But the problem with retaliations is that mixed in with the civilians, there's a faceless in there somewhere, that shapeshifter that you saw at the end of the video feed. Those guys got some decent health on them, and they are sometimes annoying to deal with, but not too bad though. So, since it's an easy difficulty, it's safe to assume that Chosen's not going to show up. They typically don't show up 2 missions in a row, or they don't show up on back-to-back missions. It's usually spaced out. Extraction quests are always the worst. Yeah, it's tough because with the extractions in this, you can't save everybody. Like, there are some that are actually gonna die. You can't save them all, Hasselhoff. If he died, yeah. That was perfect. I love it. Okay, so even though these guys are considered tired, they can technically still go in the mission. However, it's not ideal because their will points are lower. So things like panic, if there are sectoids that do mind control, that sort of stuff, they are more susceptible to that kind of stuff. So that's why it's better to have rested soldiers. So for this, since it's an easy one, we are going to go ahead and not sure if the audio is being captured. Oh, I didn't know. Huh? I didn't know if there was a thing for audio for Tangia. Maybe just quiet. I don't think so, because I can hear it on my end just fine. Application. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I'll have to deal with that later on. Yeah, maybe I'll have to see what I can do. And if I can't figure it out, I'll ping you. Yeah, we can figure it out later on. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and just pull a rookie. So we're gonna leave, like I said, we're gonna leave O'Doherty, or Doherty. I'm pronouncing that wrong. We'll pull in Paula. I really wish I had the GTS built, because then I can bring 5. But this is what we gotta deal with.
Sky Ranger deployed.
In position
survivors, but that's a best case scenario. We're going in to secure the site. Neutralize all hostile contacts.
So for these missions, unfortunately, we go in already revealed, unless you have a character that's specifically built to already be concealed, such as our Reaper here. So having her here, okay, so it's the other one. So like I said, I can use her to be able to kind of scout ahead and find the enemies. Because if I use any of the others and if they spot the enemy, that's when battle will start right away. At least when I use the Reaper, you can scout them out and then position appropriately. Alright, so the task at hand, we got to rescue at least 6 civilians and then get rid of all the alien forces. So right here, here's one of them. With the circle around it, that's the area we have to be in order to extract them. There are 13 civilians total, and there's counters here between how many we've rescued and how many have died. So let's keep looking. And like I mentioned, one of these people is a faceless. We don't know which one it's going to be until it's probably too late. She sneaks alone. It's just her. Yeah, she's the only one that's concealed right now. The other 3 here, they are revealed. Alright, so to demonstrate, so there's one.
Advent has begun deploying their so-called priests into combat. Their implants provide significant
Yeah, if that was the case, she would be pretty busted.
psionic energy they may have once possessed.
So, got a new enemy. We got the priest, part of Advent. They have like psionic abilities. They can put stasis fields around us just to prevent us from doing our turn. It goes away after that turn. They can actually save themselves. Like if they get hurt too much, it doesn't happen all the time. If they get hurt too much, then a stasis field forms around them. They still stay alive at 1 health, and they can't be hurt any further during that turn. After that, the field goes away. Then we can resume trying to attack, and then we got a regular soldier there. So as you can see down here with target preview, if I move there, I'm in view of those 2. So I want to be outside of that for right now. So we're just going to go there. That's a good one right there. I think we can probably go ahead. Actually, no, we're not going to do it. We're not going to do anything just yet. Yeah, we can still see them from there. Go here. So in case they decide to move closer, we'll do that. We'll do Overwatch, and then we can start things off that way. Ooh. Shotgun sniper. Sorry, my dog is going nuts right now. Man, if we can get rid of this guy right away. Yeah. And that's where they start taking down civilians. But the good thing is that tells us where they are. That's really the only benefit on that. Yeah, we'll move up. We'll extract this dude. not close enough to him, so we're not going to worry about. So we're not going to worry about these guys right now because we took out the enemies that were closest. Could just have her. Then again, we don't know which one's the faceless. Wait a minute. No, never mind. Okay, I'm just grasping at straws here. Usually, you can kind of tell which one is the faceless if the enemy for some reason leaves the civilian alone. That's kind of when you know. Okay, so it's just you. Ooh, I wonder if I can blow something up. Nope, nothing close by. Am I gonna regret this? No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do that right now. So they came this way. I have a sneaking suspicion. Let's make sure that we're in view of these other clowns over here. Knowledge is half the battle. Yep. Sorry if I'm not replying right away. I'm trying to get better about them. It's like getting in the game and trying to look at chat at the same time. Still trying to get used to that. Yeah, that's safe. Nope, it's not. Why didn't it show it to me earlier? Alright. And reveals her. Wonderful. Okay. That's just great. Alright, what can we do here in the meantime? I honestly have a sneaking suspicion that that's the faceless right here. Because they walked this way to get somebody instead of coming down here. That was kind of suspicious. Never ending battle, yeah. Oh, you're the healer, okay. Gosh, this is like the worst spot for trying to get some cover. I guess what I could do... Oh, I can't conceal yet. Suppose I could do this. 40% chance to crit, so probably bring him down to 2 health. This is the part I struggle with, is trying to figure out the order of how attacks are done, because it really does matter at times. And you can't throw far enough to get that guy in the back. But can throw far enough to hit him. So that's good to know. Can move you up, and you can throw a grenade at the other dude up there. Again, I just have a feeling about that person.
This is for you.
Best tactical game ever. Hey Chino, good to have you here. And thank you for the follow from Lux Digital Church itself. So, if there's anybody watching that is curious about Lux, here you go. So here's Lux's link to their page on Twitch. As it says, they have services at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesdays. They have a Discord community as well, and just a awesome community of Christian gamers, nerds, what have you. And don't even have to be Christian, but I mean, if you are seeking God, this is the place to be, hands down. Okay. Jeez. All right, we're gonna do this. So what he's talking about is I play bass guitar for the worship team. So if you ever do show up for the services, you'll likely see me playing some bass there. So I've been having a lot of fun with it. It's been great. All right, can we possibly get a crit off of you? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Okay, like I said, I have my suspicions about you.
Roger that. Moving to Overwatch.
I knew it. I knew it. I called it. Now I'm worried because he can do some decent damage, and he's got a lot of health.
Don't even think about it.
Hoping he doesn't... Yeah, he doesn't have a turn. Thank you. Thank God. Oh my gosh. I just knew that was the Faceless there. Like I said, like, those other two walked right by that person. So now we gotta deal with him. And those other two... Where did those other two go? I forget where they were. I think it was up here somewhere. So I think we're out of range from seeing them. Do some decent melee damage. Oh, that's good. That's a good chunk. The thing about the Faceless is that if you don't kill them right away, the next turn they actually heal like 2 points of health after, I think, each of their turns. So they'll regenerate. So the sooner you take these guys out, the better. Alright, no problem, no problem. And luckily for this mission, there's only one of these guys we have to deal with. Later on, we're going to have to deal with probably 2 per retaliation mission. We'll go there. Nice. Alright. Now we got the regular 2 guys to worry about. I think those are the only 2 left. Oh, we can put her in concealment again.
It's time to focus. I go where you tell me.
Yep, there they are. Alright, they are likely going to go after them. So we're going to go here and extract this person.
If you want to live, run.
They still don't see her. gonna do something tricky. We're gonna use our claymore here. Make sure we're not hitting the civilian behind that wall, because that will kill the civilian. Like our own explosives will actually kill civilians, so we want to be careful of that. So we're gonna toss that right here. We don't want. No, we don't want to pull people up yet. And then we're just gonna have her shoot it. Oh, he's in range. Wonderful. I'm going to take some fire damage, but honestly that's not going to be a big deal because this is the last dude left. Yeah, just do it. It's fine. In fact, I could have one-shot him too. And that's it.
We're not picking up any additional contacts. The AO is clear. Status confirmed.
Man, but I called it where where that faceless was. Like I knew. I just knew. I played this game enough to know like where those guys are, I think. Like, or at least I'm starting to understand where they are from just subtle clues like that. And we get out of there unscathed. Grenadier. Alright. So, I'm likely going to have her be the demolitions expert, or our bomber. So once that comes up, or once the appropriate things come up, I'll build her that way. Otherwise, she's still going to have these first two once she gets to that rank. Okay, cohesion. So you can actually have.
Each of our soldiers has a unique relationship with their squad mates.
You can have squad mates have like a bond together, and with that bond, you can actually convey extra actions to each other. And it's like once per mission. So if like somebody is too close to an enemy, they need to move away. Their other squad or their other bond mate can give them that extra action so that they can get out of there. Lyrium core, advanced repeater. So that's what we picked up from that loot when we killed that sectoid at the end there. Picked up a faceless corpse, some other corpses too for study.
Considering the limited resources available to you,
and income has increased by 27 supplies.
Excellent work.
So nice benefit to winning those encounters. Alright, got hybrid materials, 1 day left, so that's pretty cool. Alright, oh perfect. We can get an extra engineer, that'll help out with building rooms.
Avenger plotting new course.
Another important step forward.
So there, that's finished. So new research, plated armor. So that's our tier 2 armor that we can get. That'll actually give everybody an extra 2 health. It's like an extra 2 or 3 health. And getting extra health at any point in this game is very beneficial, and it'll definitely save lives in a pinch. I still want to get those mag weapons, tier 2 weapons, but I would say the plated armor is better, but I can't because I don't have the alloys for it. So I think. Probably just go with the sectoid autopsy.
Though I was never witness to one myself.
We're gonna skip that. Okay. Continue scanning, and we got a supply drop coming in, so we're gonna get some supplies. There it is. So we get 202 coming in because we got that increase from the mission. So over time, that knowledge bar goes up. We do not want that to complete. And also, we've got these to worry about. So Advent will have their own little benefits that'll happen after a certain amount of time if they're not taken care of. Here, Advent stifles the movement of resistance soldiers, decreasing the supplies of the next drop by 50%. So the next supply drop, instead of 202, we get 101. Aliens find a mole within the resistance, reducing the retaliation counter by 2 weeks. So, yeah. So the next retaliation, much sooner. So we just got done with one. Now the counter is going down by, I think it's like 4 weeks. So it's like a full month. There should be some missions that come up where you can actually counter these and get rid of them.
Commander, the factions have pledged their support to XCOM, and they're ready to carry out your orders.
So now we'll have resistance orders, which are nice benefits to different areas. Ooh, that's a good one. Excavation speed increased by 50%. So as we're clearing out rooms, it'll be faster to clear them out. Yes, a Chino and a wild Chino and wild Annika showed up. Covert actions will not be ambushed. That is really nice. So the covert actions, which I'll show you, well, actually when the resistance ring is built, I'll be able to show you a little bit more on that. But there will be covert actions. You can send a couple of your troops in to do their own thing. When they finish it, we'll be able to receive like whatever we're trying to get. Sometimes it's a new engineer or more supplies, just a bunch of different things. So with this, I think for now, because being ambushed, we don't have to worry about that early game too much. So we're gonna use excavation. Once we gain more influence with the Reapers, we can put more into theirs. There'll be the Reapers, the Skirmishers, and oh my gosh, I can't think of the third faction again. But there'll be orders specific for those factions. So like only Reaper orders can go on the Reapers, only Skirmisher orders can go on the Skirmishers, so on and so forth. With the wildcard orders, we could put any of them on here.
Commander, we'll need to send our own soldiers out to work with the resistance factions to complete these covert actions.
Wait.
They'll be gone for a few days, but this will help us build influence with the resistance.
I didn't know we could do that already, because I don't even think we have the resistance ring built up yet. Templars, that's what they are. Jeez. Oh my gosh, finally. I'm actually going to go for them, because the guy that they supply for us, well, dang it. No appropriate. Can't recruit a Reaper because we have already got one. You can only have one per thing, or per time. So if your Reaper dies, you can do this and recruit a new one. So really these are the only two we can actually do. I don't know why we can't do this one. This is weird. Also, it's weird that this can actually show up. Because I have a sergeant, but I don't remember. I don't know. It's got to be a bug. So this is literally the only one we can do right now. I guess we can go ahead and send nobody in right now. We're gonna wait, as we need people to be untired.
Commander, the Resistance has a hidden cache of resources stashed outside of Advent's reach. But that means we'll have to fly over and scan the area if we want to recover this stuff for ourselves.
You're plotting new course.
Ramen too spicy. Yeah, I've had that happen too. We put too much of that spice packet in. But my wife loves it. Like, she'll put that entire thing in the bowl.
Sure you will find the results to be as intriguing as I do, Commander. The sectoid's rapid physical evolution over the past.
Alright, new research available: psionics and a mind shield. So mind shields will help prevent mental statuses, so like panic and mind control and that sort of stuff. Disoriented is also another status. So mind shields are nice in that regard. Face melting is only temporary. Ooh. Oh, lab construct. Nah. Wait, lab construction. No, we don't need lab. Okay. Laboratories, we don't, typically they're not even that beneficial. The only thing it helps with is reducing the amount of time it takes for research, but we can do that with just acquiring more scientists, so that's not really necessary. Bulldog, black pack, full spice, sauce pack, yeah. Advent Trooper. Really want those mag weapons. Actually, we'll do resistance comms. We'll progress the story a bit. We can't select operation because it's not finished yet. We got 3 days left on that. Hopefully we get enough scan time before the next mission.
Commander, we've got local resistance forces waiting to make contact.
Alright, so we finished that up, got all the supplies from that. Let's go get this new engineer. Oh, it's kind of been my hyper focus. I don't know what to eat meal. Yeah. Yeah, ramen is definitely our backup option as well. We'll definitely have like a supply here at home. Fixing her for sure. Maybe take some Tums? I don't know. That should help.
Guerrilla Tactics School now operational.
Ultimate ramen pack. I love its actual Japanese Shio ramen. Ooh. That sounds good. Alright, Guerrilla Tactics School. This is where we actually train rookies to be a specific class, as it says here. So what I'll usually do is I'll look and see what kind of classes do we already have. Got 2 Grenadiers, 2 Rangers, 1 Sharpshooter, 2 Specialists. So in that case, I'll train another Sharpshooter. I think. Yeah, so their aim stat is the same across the board, so it doesn't really matter who you train. Let's do Brian. Sharpshooter. And now for the combat tactics. Here, depending on your highest ranking soldier. So like here, we have a sergeant. That opens up squad size 1. We can have now 5 people go into a mission instead of just 4. Once we get a captain, we can send 2 extra instead of just 1, so we can have a total of 6. Which for mid to late game, very much needed. But getting to captain can take some time, so we're gonna grab this as soon as possible. We can toss the engineer in here and try to reduce it by like a day. Hopefully we can scan enough to be able to finish it. Please. Yes! There we go. Alright. So this is where we do the covert actions. Now we can assign an engineer in here to have the covert actions go a little bit faster. So in this case, for this one, it takes 7 days to do. With an engineer in there, it reduces it down to like 5 days.
Maybe we should give them a try. Commander, Mox has been captured. We should do everything we can to get him back before the chosen do
Am I at that age I need to do pre-chemo? Yeah, you probably do, Tropic. I'll hurt my stomach and face with this, then go to play trials and hurt my pride and mental. Full mind and body beat down. I mean, yep. Sometimes it be that way. Why do I not have my... Because she's tired, that's why. Okay. I really wish I could send her off. Gather supplies, or we can rescue Praetal Mox. Yeah, we're gonna do that so we can get our skirmisher back. We'll put Paula in there, and then put you in there. So here, when the mission ends, whoever's in here will actually gain a permanent buff. So here, aim +2. I'll usually put like one of the sharpshooters in there for something like that. There's another one where there's an add-on to hack, so I'll put my specialist who is specialized in hacking rather than healing. I'll put them in there, so on and so forth. There's others where you get a bonus to health or bonus to movement speed. Typically with movement speed, I'll give those to my rangers, since or the melee range. Actually, both melee and shotgun rangers. Yeah, they both benefit from extra movement speed. So extra movement speed means an extra block to move forward. Just trying to feel something, you know. Alright, so during this time, these two will be unavailable. They will be running this.
We'll get the job done. Don't worry, Commander.
No, I don't want the engineer in there. No, I want you... I want you clearing this out. Alright, next we'll keep on scanning. Alright, new mission.
Commander, if we're gonna win this war, we need to
Unique modifier, special conditions will change tactical engagement. We'll need to review these sit reps carefully before selecting your squad. Okay, so we've only got one option, is just do this. And if we complete it, we get a new scientist, and we get rid of this dark event. Decreases supplies given at the next resistance supply by 50%. Get rid of that, so that's good. Recover item from Advent train. So this is typically a hacking mission, and I think I just sent our hacker on a covert op. Which is okay. If I bring the other specialists that I have, they can still do hacking from a distance. Even if they're a healer, they can still hack. Pretty much any character can do the hacking, but the specialist is best with it because they can use their rover to go in remotely. Resistance contacts. Undercover civilians present in this combat zone can be contacted to gain valuable rewards. So kind of like our retaliation, if we go to certain civilians, they will give us something. I'm guessing, I think it's like supplies or intel. Like supplies points or intel points.
Setting course for the West Asian Corridor.
Commander, I'm getting faint traces of a signal coming through. Someone on the ground is trying to reach us, but I can't make it out. Keep your eyes peeled for possible contact.
Okay. So we got all our ranking members here. So this is going to be, or at least it should be, pretty easy to do. Oh, I forgot. So there should be... First I gotta give you the med kit. Both rangers are here, okay. Which one? I think you are the blade master. Yes, you are, okay. So we're gonna give you the other sword that gives you plus 20 to aim when hitting with the sword. And then we're going to give you the other shotgun that has a plus 5% chance to crit. I mean, shotguns already have a 10% chance to crit, but this will give an extra 5. With you, we'll give you the old world assault rifle with a plus 5 to aim. With me, use this light machine gun. With a plus 1 to missed shot damage. So even if I miss, it still does a point of damage. And then with you, give you the marksman rifle with a plus 5 to aim. And traditional handgun. It doesn't have any benefits, it just looks cool. Cool. Alright. Let's go. 1 second. Okay. How's everybody's weekend going? Anybody got any plans going on this weekend? Anything special?
As far as we can tell, it's likely a malfunctioning data vault, and it appears to be carrying...
My daughter's got her birthday party that's happening tonight at 6 o'clock. So in about 2.5 hours here. So we're gonna have a few teenage girls at the house here.
Menace 1-5, we've got a bead on the Advent data vault near your position. Be advised, self-detonating charges are in place at the target. Move to disarm and
Okay, that's the edge of the map. And that's the other edge of the map. Where is the other edge? Way over there. Is this like a square map? You can see the edge of the map with the red lines here. I always like to see like how big the map actually is. And it looks like maybe it's right. I think it's rectangular. Yeah, and it just goes a long ways that way. So that's good to know. That helps with trying to figure out where enemies are. So this is a timed mission. So here we got 7 turns until whatever that is destroyed. We got to get to it and scan it before then. There's already going to be a squad there guarding the item. There's going to be 2 other squads. So for easy missions, it's like 3 groups of 2 typically. So one group of 2 is at the objective, and then the other 2 are wandering around. So all of us are concealed currently, at least until battle starts, or if an enemy happens to spot us. So, down here. I want to be careful going through windows, because as you can see here, if you just bust through a window, that'll reveal you, because you're essentially making noise. The door's open here, so that's not going to be a problem to go in there. So we'll set you up there. We'll just set me up over there. And then with you, I want you on the roof. Just playing D2? Cool. What are you running on D2? Doing sparrow racing or doing some solo ops? What you got going on? Okay.
On my way.
I know there's gonna be somebody like right in here.
Moving out. Enemy patrol on
Yep.
the move.
Trials, but I'll probably do some other stuff too. Okay, cool. To be honest, I don't think I've ever done trials before. Or at least I don't remember doing trials.
Understood. Moving out. Affirmative. Covering now.
That's right. Okay. If you use the control button, you can actually set a waypoint for where they can go, and then so pick one spot, like here for instance, and then pick another spot over here. It's to kind of help avoid hazards. But I think for now we're just going to do this.
Moving out.
Again, the red tiles here, if you move within that, that's when you get revealed.
Moving.
Now, if the enemy moves close enough to where you are in those tiles already, you are still concealed. Because you physically didn't move into those. The only problem is you can't move out of them without being spotted. There, and then there.
Already there.
I do not want to bust through the window, thank you very much.
Je confirme la position.
Okay. I'm going to keep you right there because you're going to have, yep, 100%, 100%, yep. That is perfect. I don't think I'm going to do anything with you just yet. Because if they move close enough, you could slice and dice. Oh, it's a stunner too. I hate those guys. Stone cold stunner.
Keep
should be
moving.
fine.
Got eyes on a hostile squad.
Oh, that's problematic, because I don't want to start battle off trying to do 4 at a time. Unless I can get rid of these guys in the first try. Or get rid of at least 2 of them on the first try, that would be great. Then again, we're on a timer here, so that may have to be what happens. I'm trying to find a good spot for Overwatch here. It's tough.
Scanning.
Oh, you're the shotgunner. Yeah. You're the one I want to go slice and dice.
Je me dirige vers la position. Je passe en vigilance.
You are not in range to cut anybody up right now. So, all right. What does Deadeye do for us? Ooh. Oh, okay. We can actually hit them too. But that's tasty right there. But I don't want to go for. I want to definitely get rid of him. So I think you're the one I'm going to take out. Come on. Nice. Full damage too. Oh, and you dropped an item too. Run up closer. Please run up closer. Nice. Alright. There we go. Not close enough to do melee damage. So we gotta do something here. How far? Okay. I have a feeling the other group is going to be up here somewhere. So we need to stay over here. Yeah, I think I'm going to move you over here so that next turn you'll be close enough to go slice him up. Yep, start things off by bringing a zombie in. Jeez. Got lucky on that one, pal. No. Ooh. Alright, can... You can. Yes. Good, good. The drawback to doing this is that there is a chance that the other group could be up here somewhere and I accidentally trigger them. Which I've been burned by before. So we're going to hold off on that for right now. I'm actually going to move me up to here. Provide Overwatch. Actually, it might be beneficial having you on Overwatch too. And then you can't run and go. Actually, you can slice up this guy and be hidden. Yeah. We got some options. We definitely have some options here. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. The glitch betrayed you. That's where the other group is, right there. So, since we know that, I think that's in case too. I don't think they're able to come out of there from that side. I don't like this, Grandpa, but I need the armor. Well, that's too dang bad. We need the armor. Again, the conundrum I keep running into with this. I could do this. Not a guarantee. But I kind of feel better. Yeah. I think this is the play. Are you kidding me? Alright. We really need to take this guy out, so that's what we're gonna do.
It's down.
And then you're down. Yeah, we have to. We gotta take you down. Actually, hold on. Let's see if we can take you down. Okay, we're good. And now you on Overwatch, in case somebody decides to show.
Menace 1-5, the clock is ticking. That detonator isn't going to wait.
Great, we got reinforcements coming in. Wonderful. So the enemy is calling in reinforcements here. Some extra guys are going to show. What in the world is this right here? Why is there a health bar above that? Oh, that's an explosive. That's why. Oh, okay. I was wondering what the crap that was. Okay, so dealing with reinforcements is not too bad, especially early on. So we can actually position people like right next to this thing and put them on Overwatch, because as soon as they drop in, they're gonna move, and then that's gonna trigger everybody to shoot them.
On my way. I'm on it.
And we can pick up the item while we're right there too. A repeater, good. And you, I need you close to this thing so that we can scan it. Please let there be nobody over here. Please let there be nobody over here, because that would suck. Okay, we're good. We're good. Alright. This is probably my favorite thing to watch, is just as these guys drop in, they just get annihilated. Oh, please go after the officer. Yes. Yes. No. No. Did I say annihilated? Well, this is awkward. Oh. Okay, I thought they were going to be starting to take shots at me. That'd be hilarious. But it's got too much health, so no. Actually, with you, wait, how far can I throw? Oh, so there's one of the resistance contacts that the sit rep was talking about.
Whatever you say.
Oh, he's just. Oh wait, there we go.
Bombs away!
Sweet. Alright, you are gonna be, I think, just running up and just blasting him. So anyways, I just started blasting. No, not that. There we go. And now you. Please let there be nobody there.
Understood. Moving out.
Nobody. Yes. Okay, we can scan. Or we can hack in. All right.
Confirmation of the target package. Move to acquire.
Okay. Oh. Delays the current dark event projects by 2 weeks. Ooh, that's really nice. That's actually going to be better than that one, so we're going to do that. Doesn't matter because we're not going to get it.
Infiltrating their system. I'm in. Package intel.
Menace 1-5.
Cool.
Status confirmed.
So that takes away the timer. We don't have to worry about being on the clock for getting the rest of these clowns that are in here. So probably in here somewhere.
Moving. They keep these trains running around the clock, but you'll never see them loading or unloading any cargo. At least not where anyone can see it.
Okay. Didn't know we needed to know that kind of info.
Affirmative. Moving out.
Ooh, 31 supplies. Sweet.
Got the goods. Standing around. Go.
I am not going to rush up and do that. Yeah, those other guys are going to be like in here or down here somewhere. They're going to be close by. I mean, you are the sword master, so you're going to be pushing up. Okay. I don't think I want to take position on that in case they decide to shoot this thing. Not ideal. Where are these guys? Alright, we're gonna take a shot and see if we can find them in here. Nope. Okay. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Hold on. Never mind, I lied. I don't have to sneeze. No! Oh, jeez. I hate it when... Every time I click off of this window, and then I click back in, I'm clicking the wrong thing, and it causes me to do something that I don't want to do. I have a feeling. Wait, that's the edge of the map. That's the edge of the map. Where are these guys? This doesn't make any sense. There they are. Okay. Nope, she doesn't have a grenade. He's hiding behind full cover. Yeah. Just in case he decides to come around the back way there. And I'm really trying to decide if I need to move her, because she's got the squad sight overwatch. Or long watch. Nah, let's move her up.
No need to ask twice.
You are the shotgunner. Can actually do this.
Je confirme la position.
Alright, let's see what they do. Oh, I guess I was close enough to pick them up. 35 supplies.
Allez-y, poussez jusqu'au vaisseau.
I really didn't anticipate him to go up there. Please don't. No. Okay, I'm just bleeding out. Alright, that's good. I'm not dead, I'm just bleeding out. So I've got 3 turns to get revived, which unfortunately, where's my healer? There they are. Oh, they can stabilize. So with that, it doesn't bring squad mates who are bleeding out back into the fight. It just stabilizes them so they just don't die. So that's what we're gonna do. Wait, does that end the turn? No, it doesn't. Okay. That was my character too. I would really hate it to have my character just die at this point in the gameplay. That's interesting that that's a place that you decided to go. Alright. Ooh.
Did you see that one?
Boom, headshot. And then this clown is down here. I'm just gonna blast him in the face. Literally. And that's the mission. Not a flawless run, but you know what? Nobody died, so I'll take it.
Even now, our enemy lurks in the shadows, plotting to destroy all we have built, to return us to the chaos of the old world.
Yeah. Shut your mouth, speaker. You don't need your crazy Advent propaganda.
I'm glad to see our new recruits aren't hesitating when it comes to taking out the aliens.
Okay, so yeah, I am gravely wounded. I am out for 18 days. Once I get the infirmary up and running, that'll help speed up the heal time. If you staff an engineer in there, I think it helps it even faster. It actually reduces by like half. Okay, so with my healer here, revival protocol, Remove any negative mental statuses, disoriented, stunned, panicked, or unconscious. I wonder if that also applies to, like, the bleed out ones. 8,000 runs of equilibrium, not a single set of arms, and no useful pants. How is that even possible? RNG is just against you there, Tropic. Yeah. Don't know what else to say on that other than just it's just horrible RNG. You just cursed with it, I guess. Tired of this, Grandpa. And then you are the shotgunner, so you get Phantom. When the squad is revealed, this soldier remains concealed even after. So, if somebody in the squad besides this person is revealed either by starting damage or discovered by the enemy, whatever, this person stays concealed until they attack, which is, I love that. It's great. For shotgunners, that is valuable. Okay. Oh, we got a scope, expanded magazine, supplies, repeater, nice.
You and your crew.
And we got the scientist, and we got rid of the dark event.
Today, Commander. Impressive work.
Further decreased research time. Okay, so this means a bond can be made. It's hilarious that it's these two, because I based this character on my wife. Okay. Or actually, oh wait, no, it's not. Oh, it's off of her. So I based that character off my daughter. So it's me and her that are bonding. And it's funny that all three of us are right here. I love that. That's so cool. I feel like in real life, like if my daughter was older, I feel like this is what would happen. She would be serving us drinks or something. Alright. Create a custom poster? Sure. Not that.
Just ask Advent's propaganda machine. I say turn it against them. By spreading the word of our soldiers' exploits.
That doesn't look good. Alright, come on. I need to... No. Stop that pose. That was weird. That just looked sus right there. That's cool. Ooh, I like that. That's cool. Yep, I like that. Ooh, some cool filters. Ooh, that's cool. Let's do that. Alright, take a photo. No, I don't want to open it in there. Okay. Okay, so we are getting close to end of time. So I think this is probably a good point to stop. So as far as like what we're gonna do next here, so once this debris gets cleared out, I believe that's where we're going to build our infirmary. No. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Let me look at the build order. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be the infirmary. Yeah, so that will be the infirmary, and that'll help with healing people a lot faster. After that, we are going to probably be out of ship power, so we've got to put it in like a power plant or something somewhere, preferably over the exposed power coil. When you do that, it gives you an extra 10 power, and if you staff engineers in it, you get like another 5 power added on top of that, like per engineer that you put in. So you can have a total of plus 20 power for the ship if you put it on an exposed power coil. We got 2 of them right here. So there's that. We got resistance communications coming in 2 days. Engineering, I don't think we have much that we can actually build. That would be useful. Actually, I'm gonna build a flashbang because I like using those to. So sometimes the enemy will go on Overwatch, and if you use a flashbang against them, that actually removes Overwatch, and it causes them to have lowered aim stats. So we're gonna grab one of those. Don't need these right now. It just doesn't make any sense because this only adds like 1 health, but it takes up the item slot, so we're not going to do that. Eventually, once we've researched enough stuff, we'll get into the weapons. We'll get like the upgraded weapons. We'll get tier 2 weapons. Now that'll cost a bunch of supplies, a fair amount of alien alloys. So we gotta acquire those in order to be able to do those upgrades. Eventually, we'll get like tier 2 armor, which again costs supplies and alien alloys. So we still got a long ways to go, much long ways. And that's cool because we're gonna try and get through all this together. That about covers it. As far as any more scans, oh, black market showed up. Okay, we'll hit that later. We still got to get our engineer from over here. We'll scan that first. Once that's done, then we'll come down and hit the black market. And then eventually, once we've got the resistance communications going, then we can scan into other regions to acquire those, or to get into those regions. The further along in the game we get, we can actually, like, if it's possible to get all the regions. The only problem is getting enough points towards resistance contacts, but there's a lot of stuff in game to be able to contribute to that. So that's what we've got so far. So we've made some good progress in this game. Save over this. Okay. Alright. So that'll be the day. That'll be it for today. Tomorrow, I am planning on streaming tomorrow again. I'll be on from 4:30 to about 7:30, and as I mentioned at the beginning, that will actually be my scheduled day during the weeks. Be Sunday evenings. So I'll have that on my schedule on Twitch, just in case if you forget. thank you to those of you that followed during the stream today. Annika with your accounts and Chino with Lux. I'm getting pretty close to getting affiliate status, so we're pretty close. I think I need like 5 more follows, and I just got to stream for another day or two. Getting close. We're getting really close, though. And honestly, it's a lot quicker. I got to this point a lot quicker than I thought I would. So, and a lot of it's from a lot of you people that I already know, and I really appreciate your support and helping me with that. So I'm gonna close this out with a little prayer here. So, dear God, thank you for the stream today. Thank you for everybody that's shown up and watched the stream and enjoying the gameplay and having conversations with everyone. I pray that people that I connect with can be able to get closer to you, God, and come to know you and just come to love you further in their lives. In your name I pray. Amen. So, thanks again, everybody, for showing up, and I will see y'all tomorrow evening at around 4:30 Eastern. Alrighty. Have a good night, guys.